What it is, my people, it's the kid Sincere, your resident gold chain gamer. And my last video was a review of the Astro C40. As everyone who's subscribed to this channel, and if you haven't, please do. You know that I'm really into premium controllers, whether it was the Nikon Revolution, the Scuf Vantage, or the Astro C40. I've played with them all. I actually enjoy premium controllers because I like adding paddles to the back of controllers so I don't have to take my thumbs off of the thumbsticks. And that's useful for first-person shooters. And I play quite a bit of first-person shooters, so I like these controllers. In the comment section of the Astro C40 video, a lot of people were like, Sin, slow your roll. You do not need to spend $200 on a controller to be good at a game. And guess what? They're right. Those were big facts. You do not need to spend that much money on a controller to be good at a game. It is what it is. But some gamers have preferences. My preference is to keep my thumbs on the thumbstick. That's what the back paddles are for. So around the time the Xbox One Elite controller was released, I was looking for an alternative for the PS4. There wasn't a controller on the market yet, but there was the Collective Minds StrikePack FPS Dominator. I grabbed this for about $40, and I'm talking about I had this thing for a long time. I never did a review on it because, I don't know, I just didn't feel the need to. But now, since I seen the comment section and people were talking about the prices of these controllers, which are outrageous. I agree. They are crazy. $200 for a controller. You better be playing a lot of goddamn game to get $200 out of controller. But this bad boy costs $40 and it's something that you can add to your already existing PS4 controller. So I got to thinking, being as though I had this for a while, I've used it for a little bit, why not try to emulate what makes these premium controllers premium with just $50? Yeah, 50 bucks. In fact, 60 bucks. We're going to try to emulate everything that makes these premium controllers premium with your already existing PS4 controller that comes with your console. So I picked up this bad boy, picked up some thumbstick extenders and some trigger stops, and we're going to put together our own premium Elite PlayStation 4 controller for $60. Now, if you're thinking, well, Sin, a controller costs $60, on top of the $60 you're going to do to use this, that's about 120 bucks. It's still cheaper than $200, if you feel what I'm saying. And the FPS Dominator comes with like a mod pack. I'm gonna get into why you shouldn't use this later in the video, but first we're gonna put together this premium controller that we spent 60 bucks on with our existing PS4 DualShock controller and see if we can get the same performance or something similar to what we get out of these $200 Astro, Scuf, or even Nikon Revolution controllers. So let's put it together and see what it do. First thing you're going to need, quite obviously, is a DualShock 4. So I used my 500 million edition DualShock 4 to test out these accessories to see if we can make this premium controller. Now, I would advise you to use the controller that came with your PS4, and if you have one of these limited edition controllers, to kind of save it for, like, I don't know, just to save it. But me, I'm going to use it for the sake of this demonstration. So we have our DualShock 4 first. Then what we're going to need, because when you're playing first-person shooters, one of the things you want is accuracy, and to have slightly better accuracy, because of course some of that is up to you, your skill, and your eyes, is some extended thumbsticks. So I went cheap. I got these from Walmart. We got one that's extended. Well, that's blurry. We got one that's extended, and we got one that's just a cap, you know, rubberized cap, so you're not wearing out your DualShock 4 cap. So I got these for about $7 from Walmart. All of the links will be in the description below. Then of course we got our centerpiece, and that's the FPS Dominator. So that's without being said. And then we have our bionic quick shots. Now this pack costs $9.99. It comes with 4 different quick shots. I actually lost 2 of them, so if you open it up, there's 2 left. But we're going to be using these 2 to put on the triggers of our DualShock 4. They kind of make trigger stops. Trigger stops are so you can get a faster response to your trigger pull, so you're not pulling all the way down, and you can get a shot out pause easier than you could if you have to pull the trigger all the way down. Then last but not least, we're going to need double-sided tape. Yep, I know. What the hell is the double-sided tape for? You shall soon find out. Also get you a pair of scissors, because you're going to have to cut the double-sided tape for later on. So first, we have our newly constructed premium controller that we made out of our base PS4 DualShock. We have our extended joysticks, trigger stops, and our FPS Dominator for added paddles on the back. Now there's only 2 paddles on the back of this. It comes with a USB cable. You can only use this StrikePack wired. Yeah, now I know for some people that's a minus. I personally think that if you're playing competitively, you should always have the best input that you can get. So wire your controller, but this is a wired StrikePack, so you have to play with it USB to your PS4. Now before we test it in game, this StrikePack is also a mod pack. So when you get it, there's instructions where you can have rapid fire, continuous run. I don't know how safe that is, and I wouldn't do that in game because honestly, I think it's cheating. I really do. I think you're cheating if you use those things against people and you run the possibility of getting banned. I don't think you want to do that. But as far as adding 2 paddles to the back of your already existing DualShock 4, I think that that's a plus. So I'm going to be using it in tournament mode. Tournament mode is where you can assign and map buttons to the paddles, but that's it. You can't use any of those mods in game. And then I'll get into how you can assign buttons, but I will not be discussing the mods and how you use them because honestly didn't buy it to use it for mods. Now if you want to and you buy this, you can read the manual. You can look online because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that already have videos up explaining these mods. Me, I'm just going to use it and see how well it fares against my other controllers that were premium for the low cost of 60 bucks. Ah, almost had that double kill. Long range. Well, after playing a few games of Call of Duty, I can say that this definitely feels similar to when I play with a premium controller, whether it's the aim controller, the Scuf Vantage, or even the Astro C40. Because it has all of the amenities, the trigger stops, the elevated sticks, and of course the paddles on the back. Now, I do want to say that the trigger stops made by Bionics aren't that good. In fact, this left trigger stop just kept popping off as I played. No matter how much sticky tape that I put on it, it just wouldn't hold, and it's just not built well. It's like very, very cheap plastic. It doesn't fit in the groove of the trigger, so it doesn't stay on. So the minute you tap it to pull down on your line of sight, it just pops off. So if I have anything negative to say, it's just about these trigger stops. But as far as the joystick covers and the elevated joystick, this works like a charm. This is great. For the price, it's excellent. And the Collective Minds FPS Dominator StrikePack, this is dope. This is cool. The only thing I can say is that the positioning of the sticks, now I don't know if you can see this, they're almost in the front of your joystick. They weren't difficult to hit, but they weren't that easy either. So I can't say like, man, it was a breeze hitting these paddles. It wasn't difficult, but it wasn't easy either. But they do work. The response time was, well, as you saw, I did pretty good. My first game playing, I haven't played this game in a while. I was definitely above 2.0 KD ratio. Not saying that this helped me play, but it felt natural, it felt normal. It feels close to what I'm used to playing when I play with the aim controller. You have that familiar build of the PS4 DualShock, along with the elevated sticks, the trigger stops, and the two paddles on the back. I do think that for what I spent, you get a premium feel for the controller you already have. So if you don't want to spend $200 on one of these premium sticks, whether it's the aim controller, the Scuf Vantage, or the Astro C40, you can give the Collective Minds FPS Dominator StrikePack a try for 40 bucks. And I do think it's worth it overall because you get to play first-person shooters with two paddles on the back. The mods, they're there for you. I don't recommend using them so you don't get banned or any freaky shit happen to your account, but they are there for you, so there's a lot of bang for your buck for $40. The trigger stops, not so much, but the joysticks are great. So I do think it gives you a premium feel. So if that's where you're going to go along with, I think it's a good move. Are you into premium controllers? Do you have the FPS Dominator? And what do you think about it? Whatever it is, leave a comment, let me know. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you think a friend would like this video, hit the share button. And if you like all of this, subscribe to the channel for more content. Check me out on Twitter at sincere_GCG and on Instagram and Facebook at GoldChainGamers. In the meantime, between time, you don't have to break your pockets to get premium style gaming. You can do this and you can game just as well as anybody with a $200 controller. And remember, it's always up to you. Get good. It's about that skill. That's more important than everything. In the meantime, between time, I catch y'all on the other side. Remember, it's more than a game. It's a lifestyle, y'all. I'm up out of here. Peace. Wait, you still here? Well, since you're here, subscribe to the channel or check out my last video. Either way, thanks for watching and cheers, I guess. Now, how do I take over the world? Step 1.